Click the calculus button. Let's go to continuity, and I believe 10 is what we need to be looking at. And okay, make sure. I think there's just one problem in this section. So these things are getting a little bit more complicated. Let's bring up the whiteboard, and I'm going to use that blue again, if you don't mind. If I can find it, or green, or whatever it is. Okay, so we have s of x is equal to, of course we're going to write this a little differently. This is the more traditional way of doing that. 2x plus 2, and that domain is going to be x is greater than 4. And then the other part is 4x plus 6. And we're looking at x is less than or equal to 4. We have the limit as x approaches 4 from the left hand side of s of x. So we're going to be using this one because we're coming in from the left hand side of 4, which means that we need to use everything less than or equal to 4. Preferably really just less than 4, but anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and rewrite this limit. So we have the limit as x approaches 4 from the left hand side of 4x plus 6. And I'm going to now just do direct substitution, plugging 4 directly in. We can do that. And we end up with 16 and 6 is 20. 16 and 6 is 22, right? Oh, I've forgotten how to do arithmetic. Okay. Alright. Anyway, so there you go. It's equal to 22. But let's just try to sketch this graph out. How's that? Let's do that. Okay, so the interesting number on the x-axis is obviously going to be 4. Okay. Now, what is s of 4? Well, we're going to use this one down here, and that's going to be 4 times 4 plus 6 is equal to 22. So we're going to say that this is, we'll say this up here is 22. Now, of course, we include 4, so let's make a solid dot there, and it's everything less than. Now it's going to cross at 6. It's got a slope of 4, and how about we just do something like this, okay? So that would be this part of the graph, and of course this is the limit. This is the part of the graph right here that we're interested on when we're talking about this limit right here, because we're coming in from the left hand side at 4, right? And of course, what did we say this was? 22. Okay. Now what about this one up here? If you plugged, we're not supposed to, but we're going to plug 4 and you get 8, 9, 10. And we'll say that that's right here somewhere. And of course it's an open dot because we don't include 4. It has a slope of 2 cross the 2, and we'll just say it's something like this here. How's that? Something like that. Now if this was a plus sign, we'd be concerned about the right hand side, and we'd be focusing in on this guy here. And of course this is 10 right here. So it kind of helps to look at the graph. But just quickly, we had already been done with this problem. And moving on to bigger and better things. Let's hit the answer. And 22, I believe, is the number we came up with. Right. So my arithmetic is still good. Alright, so you'll want to come on over and practice, and I'll see